Hi guys, it is Michelle. Now, this wig I'm here to review today for you guys, and I am going to talk a wee bit about the wig, about the hair. I'm going to talk about the cap construction. I'm going to give you my view on the wig, and I am going to basically tell you what I think is good and what I think is not so good about this wig. Basically the not so good's minimal. And okay, so this wig that I'm wearing just now, this wig is by Ellen Wille. I received this wig, total honesty, transparency again. I did not pay for this wig. I was sent this wig to review from Ellen Wille US. Now, I expected, I have said this in a couple of my other videos as well, I just want to be honest before we go on any further guys, I was sent this wig and asked to review the wig. Now, I was not told do a video, put it on YouTube. I was asked review the wig, tell us what you think of it, and if you could send a couple of photos. So I was thinking, great, I'll do that. Obviously I have a YouTube channel, and my reason for setting that up was to help people with hair loss in any way that I can, whether that be via wig reviews, whether that be makeup, whether that be anything, whether it be the vlog I started because a few people asked me to. So yeah, everything's organised in playlists here anyway, but I am here to review this wig today. Now, this is a human hair wig. When I got the box from Ellen Wille US, I received that last week from the gorgeous Erin Fortune, and so I have been speaking to Erin and Robert via Facebook and the Ellen Wille US team. Now, I was kind of blown away because I had a wee card from Erin, and I'm not showing you it because it's very personal and private to me, but yeah, she started off with, please enjoy your complimentary Ellen Wille luxury pieces, and I started to cry and I was shaking and I was like, what? I've not to send them back, like what? So yeah, I am really honoured, and I don't take that lightly. Like, it is a real honour and a real pleasure to be able to do that, and also it then gives me the opportunity to talk to you guys. So I hope this video is really good quality for you. I'm going to zoom in and let you see as we start to, oh gosh, I'll try not to wreck my camera as we do so. So I have some lighting and I have a backdrop and all sorts of fancy things now that I have bought with my own money and a fancy camera in order to make better quality videos for you guys of things you would like to see. So here goes. So let's zoom you in. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the lace front on this wig. It's so natural. Now, lace front, you may or may not know about lace fronts. It's a bit of lace, each bit of hair is individually hand tied onto that lace front, and it moves in any direction. You can then pull the front of your hair back in your wig and it looks incredibly natural. It looks like that hair is coming from your very own head. It is so natural. So there we go. Now, when I got this, now the lace extends right round on this, okay? The lace came to about here where my finger is, the top of my finger is here. The lace came to about here. Now, I have just sat just now, I wish I'd actually done a video of trimming that lace front. Now, I did not trim any hairs off. I made sure that I trimmed it. But if you like the lace to come down further, then it does have that, it's extended further down. Now, it is extended lace front on the side here. The lace front comes right to here. So it is beautiful, beautiful lace front wig. And then we have our ear tabs, which have silicone, which you'll see when I take the cap off to show you actually. But I'll show you the positioning of them for just now. Let me zoom back out again. So the cap kind of comes right round like this. It's quite a nice size, quite nice, quite lovely. What you can do, obviously this is it as it comes, okay? If you feel that you don't like that kind of straight edge here, what I've done in the past with a lot of my wigs is I've trimmed just the tiniest. I recommend if you're going to do this, go to a hairdresser to do it, go to a hair salon. I've trimmed, or a wig specialist, the tiniest tiniest few wee fairy hairs. Although what I tend to do now though is where the lace ends, like for example on this wig it's here, if I was going to tie all my hair up and I was bothered about seeing that, I would just leave a wee bit of hair down here, just a small bit, like just down, and tie the rest up. Totally personal preference. Totally personal preference. But yeah, so obviously you can tie this wig up. It is a fully hand tied cap, monofilament top. It has silicone tabs. Wait till you see the inside. Oh my goodness guys, it's totally gorgeous. So yeah, this is the ultimate luxury. Ultimate, not just because of the cap construction. The cap construction for me, there's nothing I would change about this cap construction. Certainly at the moment there's not anything I can think of. It has the silicone tabs in it, it's fully hand tied, which is my preference. No matter where I part this hair, like if I start styling it like I do style all my wigs, I treat them like they're hair. Every video I'm probably going to say this from now on. If it's in a box, it's a wig. When it's on my head, it is my hair. So no matter where I part this, as you can see guys, it gives the impression of it being skin. Well, it's skin underneath, you can see that through, so there are no wefts. Now, for me, the reason for wefting in many wigs, machine wefting, it's cheaper to do, and it is obviously that's why this takes a long time to do. When everything's individually hand tied, obviously that takes a lot longer, so it's more costly. However, the result is beautiful. So you generally will pay more for a hand tied cap than you will for a wefted cap. For me, the purpose of weft, sorry guys, is to let the air circulate around your head. For me, my skin's so sensitive that wefts can be quite irritating to my skin and to my scalp. It doesn't mean I don't wear wefted wigs. I do. I have to wear a bamboo cap underneath them. This I don't need to wear a cap under because this is so incredibly comfortable, and it doesn't slip because it has those silicone under the ear tabs. It's got silicone across the top. You have your monofilament top. Now for all of you, if any of you think this is jargon, I'm new to the world of wigs, what's she on about? Monofilament top lets you change this parting anywhere and it'll look like it's natural, it's your own hair, it's coming from your own scalp. You can part it any way you want, you do what you want to do. Now, that's a wee bit about cap. Now you can tighten it, you can loosen it off. It kind of, the way it's made, it conforms to the shape of your head. So I'm kind of small end of average cap. It's a good size on me. It's a good amount of stretch in it if your head is bigger. Now it's just made so well, really really amazingly, and this is a kind of top of the range, top end wig. This is from the Pure Power collection, and it is 100% human hair. Not only is it 100% human hair, it's REMY human hair, which this particular wig, when I have other human hair wigs, and I am not going to lie, they're a different brand and I love them. I do love them. I really really love them, and the hair quality for the price that I've paid for the other wigs is really phenomenal. When I put this on for the first time, once I got over my can't believe this is actually mine, when I got over that and I tried it on and felt the hair. Now obviously this is blonde, so for them to achieve this, often with human hair wigs, they are lifted. The colour, depending on what colour the hair was naturally, is lifted. Unless you're getting virgin hair which has never been coloured, never been touched, the hair will be processed to achieve the exact colour that you're looking for. So obviously if the hair starts off dark, then it does have to be cuticle stripped and really lifted to very 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 light in order to achieve the shade you want. So if you're wanting blonde, it's going to have to be lifted to even lighter than this for them to add that kind of colour back in. Now, considering the fact that I presume this has been processed massively, I have never felt hair like this in my life. Now, people, I don't know if you do or don't know, often with human hair wigs, you will feel the wig when you get it, and no matter how much your wig is, or you know, you'll often feel your wig and you'll think, wow, it feels so soft, it feels amazing. They often do. Now a reason for that is because on human hair, often before it goes to the consumer, there's a kind of silicone coating applied over the hair. So when you wash it the first time, a lot of that silicone is removed. You will wash your hair a second time and that kind of removes the remainder of the silicone. Sometimes with certain human hair wigs, people will do that. You can't really always tell what quality the human hair is until you've done a couple of washes, unless you know, for example, oh, this hair is Chinese hair, it's Indian hair, it's Mongolian hair, it's European hair. Unless you start asking all these questions and finding all this stuff out, even still, it could be the best sourced hair, but it's then got to be processed. So depending on how it's processed, you don't know what quality you're actually going to really have for the next kind of year or so, or however long you're going to have your wig, until you've done those first couple of washes. So obviously guys, I like to be honest. I could put on any wig and tell you, wow, it feels amazing, but I feel to do an honest review and tell you about the quality of the human hair, it's important I've done those first 2 washes and let you know how the hair feels. So I was at my parents'. I got this wig at the start of the week there, and obviously was kind of scared because I was like, oh, this is a total luxury wig. Now when I put it on at first, I was like, it's the softest hair I've ever worn. And the bad part of me is going, it could just be all the silicone in it. But it's fine. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just been like totally stripped back. Like just thinking, you know, I don't really know what it is till I've done my first couple of washes. So I've now done the first couple of washes at my parents' using appropriate shampoo and conditioner. And always the way I would always wash any human hair wig. Now, I kind of hated the fact I was washing it for the sake of it, when it didn't quite need a wash yet, but I did want to get the review up as soon as possible, and I want it to be totally honest. This wig is a luxury wig. This wig is not cheap. I wanted to do the best review and be honest, because if you're like me and you're buying hair, it's a lot of money to spend when you're going to the human hair kind of then range of wigs over synthetic. Both have benefits, different benefits to each. However, if you're going to go down that route, it's very important to know what you're getting. And when you start to spend more money on the kind of higher end wigs, you want to know that whether you're spending money on something that's going to be good quality or not. Now, lengthwise, this is kind of shoulder length in me. I thought it was 5'9". I was at the hospital the other day and measured me and told me I was 5'10", and I'm like, oh, I've grown. And the lady was like, you're 35, I don't think you've grown, I think you just didn't know your height. So I'm tall. So always on me, I know it sounds crazy, it does sound crazy, I don't know if it's because I've got a long neck or what it is. Wigs on me never look quite as long as they look on the model in the picture. Ever. When I see friends wearing a wig, I'm like, gorgeous, I get it, and it looks shorter. So I don't know if it's just because I have a longer neck, so it might be slightly longer on you. It's not going to be like down to your waist or anything. This wig is absolutely gorgeous. So it's had its first 2 washes. First wash came out, left it to dry. Was really frightened as well, the fact it's so blonde. I'm like, oh no, what if it's been like super duper processed, and oh. But then the good thing for you guys watching this, if this has been processed more so than the darker shades, and most shades are darker than this, then yeah, it's had its 2 washes, and well, look. I wish you could put your hand through the camera and go, oh yeah, Michelle, feel it, because when you feel this, it is still very soft. The shampoos and conditioners that I use do not have silicone in them. They don't have silicone in them at all. I don't use a silicone spray in my wigs. I know that they are available and they're out there. I don't do any of that. And especially for this review, you guys need to know, how's this going to wash up after the first 2 washes? If I spend a lot of money and go for a really high-end quality human hair wig, what am I going to get? Am I as well spending half the price or 2/3 of the price and getting a cheaper wig? You know, there are pros and cons to everything. There really are. This is the most luxurious quality I have felt in any kind of wig that is not virgin hair. because virgin hair's never been dyed, it's never been anything. This is amazing quality, honestly guys. It's so soft. Now density wise for this wig, I am rubbish at saying, oh, it's whatever percent density. Guesstimation, I think I will put in the description bar when I find out actually what the density is. I think it's probably about 130% maybe, ish, roughly, don't know, but I will put it in the description bar. So we have our lace front, we have the monofilament top, we've got the ear tabs, and it's fully hand tied cap. So you can see this on me guys, and like, oh my, I was going to say it moves like real hair, it is real hair. And it is, what, amazing. So it's really lovely, really, really gorgeous hair. So let me just do a wee turn around and let's just see. So this is as it comes. I've not had any layers cut into it or anything. There are some slightly shorter layers on the very front. There are not bangs on it. I like that there aren't, because you can have them cut in if you want to. You can't grow them out. So I like that there are no bangs, because that's versatility. Then if you want them, you get them cut in. And unless you're trained in cutting wigs, I recommend that you go to a wig specialist or a hairdresser who's trained in cutting wigs to have any amendments done to any wig. I have been known to cut my own wigs in the past. Don't do what I do, because if you're doing it, it won't grow back. Okay, so there's some slightly shorter layers around the front. It's kind of left it, it's styled enough that you can just wear it like this and it's good to go. But if you decide that you want to have anything done to it, you can have so much done, because there's not a huge amount already done to it. So you can have more layers cut in, you can have it all feathered more around the front. I've not done anything. I want you to see it as it comes. Obviously it's been washed twice. But that is for quality testing, quality assured by Michelle. Yeah, so in the back of it, if I put it all to the back, let me turn and let you see. So if it's all to the back, this is what you're getting. It's gorgeous. Me being blonde is very odd to see. I'm just looking at my viewfinder, sorry. Yeah, so Erin chose out the colours for me. She chose the wigs. I did not know what I was getting. I didn't have a clue, and I just didn't know. I knew I was getting something that they wanted feedback on and something to review. So I had 2 synthetic wigs, which are the new Hair Society range. Both of those reviews, if not already up, will be up today as soon as I get sorted and edit the videos. I don't put filters in videos, so everything you see is as is. Yeah, lovely. So let me take it off and let's just see. This is me with no hair. Hi. Okay, so inside of this we have our lace front, as I said. Now I've trimmed this, so if you think this lace, let me zoom in for showing you the cap. You know what I'm doing. What have I done? I've done something to the focus. Sorry, I'll not zoom in, I'll just hold it up and then I will. Right, okay. So we have the lace front. Let's hold it against my black top. This is a new way of doing it. Yeah, so the lace front on this, I have trimmed it. It came slightly further down than where the hair is. This is my tattoo that you see through wigs, by the way, sometimes. So we have the lace front there. This is just the ultimate luxury. This is the most luxurious wig I've ever worn in my life, and I'm kind of in shock that it's mine. So you have this lace front here. It's a good amount of lace there. Good amount. Now that is not, you do get different types of lace, and without going into huge detail about French lace, Swiss lace, blah blah blah, I'll do that in a separate video. It's not too rough. It does not, I've got a really irritable scalp with my eczema, and it's fine. What I love, this is the best thing ever. You have your big massive monofilament top, so you can part that in any direction, left side, right side, middle, zigzag, do your thing. However, this has got the silicone strips across it. They grip onto your scalp. If you have total hair loss, these are lovely. Now they're not so bad that if you have some hair, like if you have androgenetic alopecia, if you have a scarring alopecia, even if you've got, like, whether you've had chemo and you've got androgen effluvium, if you've got telogen, I'm naming all these types of alopecia, no matter what kind of hair loss you have, even if you get patchy hair loss, your patches move around, sometimes people can be concerned that the silicone can grip the hair they have and it's really annoying. You don't have to shave to wear this. It's not like it's going to grip and pull and really irritate your hair as it's growing. I don't think you would benefit hugely from these silicone strips. If you have any hair up there, then you might not benefit hugely from them. However, if you have total hair loss like me, or you have this part with no hair, that is lovely, because that just holds so securely. That, for me, this is wow. This just kind of blew me away when I saw it. I was like, I love that. I absolutely love that it has that. Now, on the ear tabs here, pardon any makeup that's on them, there's this lovely, obviously the kind of really soft that you'll be used to if you wear Ellen Wille wigs. It's like ridiculously soft felt type material. You have this silicone tab here and here. Inside these are obviously your wire that you can bend and mold them to shape, and then it will stay secure against that area of skin. Stop it slipping. Beneficial, especially if you're kind of tying your hair up or anything. Now, here at the back, check this wee baby out. Silicone along the nape of the neck, so that if you're tying your hair up and under, I don't know if you can see under that, it's a kind of hand tied area as well, so that if you're tying your hair up at all, that's going to stay put. You don't need to worry that as you're styling it, it's going to start lifting. It's really, really incredible cap design with this. Your fully hand tied cap, incredibly, incredibly soft. This hand tied material here, so soft. Now you have adjusters here. These are Velcro adjusters, and as you see, it's just kind of like that. Velcro adjusters, as you pull, it also pulls in this hand tied section, but the way that it's constructed, it's not like it pulls in one bit and you're going to have a lump sitting there because you've tightened it right up. The way this is actually constructed, this whole area kind of comes in slightly. It's very clever, very clever. Ellen Wille, you're a clever woman and your team are a clever team. And Ellen Wille US, I owe you so many thanks. I never thought I would own a wig like this, ever thought I would be able to own a wig like this. I'm kind of blown away, honestly. When you are looking at the price point for the Emotion hair power, you know, if you look at this wig, you will look at it and you will see it is more expensive than many human hair wigs out there. Now, the shade I have this in, it's called Sandy Blonde Rooted. I'm going to put it back on because I feel kind of awesome when I'm wearing it. And I'm still getting used to seeing myself in blonde hair. This feels lovely. This is a wig you could wear all day long, and even if you get really irritated and hot and blah, weirded out with wigs like I do a lot of the time. I love wigs. I don't feel I have to wear a wig. I wear a wig for me. If I want to wear a wig, I wear a wig because I want to have hair that day. If I want to wear headwear, I have so much gorgeous headwear, I'll wear headwear and I'll go out wearing headwear. I go out like this, I go out bald. You know, that's not for everyone. So if you are somebody who always wears hair or who wants to always have hair on, comfort wise, this is the ultimate 10 out of 10. This is the perfect cap for me. The silicone strips over the hand tied and the lace front, for me now, if I wore a really short wig, like for example the Ellen Wille disc wig, it's really short, it does have a monofilament parting on it, but a wig like that, I'm not overly fussed about having monofilament partings on the short wigs. You know, that's not a big thing. Most wigs though, a monofilament is a kind of must for me, unless it's a really short wig, which I don't actually wear that often, a really short one. I tend to wear kind of chin length is my shortest I tend to go these days. Every so often I will put on a shorter one, but generally monofilament is kind of a must for me. That's just me being fussy. That's not for everybody. I don't even know what I'm doing. What have I done? I've done something to the focus. Sorry, I'll not zoom in, I'll just hold it up. And then I will, right, okay. So we have the lace front. Let's hold it against my black top. This is a new way of doing it. Yeah, so the lace front on this, I have trimmed it. It came slightly further down than where the hair is. This is my tattoo that you see through wigs, by the way, sometimes. So we have the lace front there. This is just the ultimate luxury. This is the most luxurious wig I've ever worn in my life, and I'm kind of in shock that it's mine. So you have this lace front here. It's a good amount of lace there. Good amount. Now that is not... You do get different types of lace, and without going into huge detail about French lace, Swiss lace, blah blah blah, I'll do that in a separate video. It's not too rough. It does not... I get a really irritable scalp with my eczema, and it's fine. What I love, this is the best thing ever. You have your big massive monofilament top, so you can part that in any direction, left side, right side, middle, zigzag, do your thing. However, this has got the silicone strips across it. They grip onto your scalp. If you have total hair loss, these are lovely. Now, they're not so bad that if you have some hair, like if you have androgenetic alopecia, if you have a scarring alopecia, even if you've got, like, whether you've had chemo and you've got androgen effluvium, if you've got telogen, I'm naming all these types of alopecia, no matter what kind of hair loss you have, even if you get patchy hair loss, your patches move around, sometimes people can be concerned that the silicone can grip the hair they have, and it's really annoying. You don't have to shave to wear this. It's not like it's going to grip and pull and really irritate your hair as it's growing. I don't think you would benefit hugely from these silicone strips. If you have any hair up there, then you might not benefit hugely from them. However, if you have total hair loss like me, or you have this part with no hair, that is lovely, because that just holds so securely. That, for me, this is wow. This just kind of blew me away when I saw it. I was like, I love that. I absolutely love that it has that. Now, on the ear tabs here, pardon any makeup that's on them, there's this lovely, obviously the kind of really soft that you'll be used to if you wear Ellen Wille wigs. It's like ridiculously soft felt type material. You have this silicone tab here and here. Inside these are obviously your wire that you can bend and mould them to shape, and then it will stay secure against that area of skin. Stop it slipping. Beneficial, especially if you're kind of tying your hair up or anything. Now, here at the back, check this wee baby out. Silicone along the nape of the neck, so that if you're tying your hair up and under, I don't know if you can see under that, it's a kind of hand tied area as well, so that if you're tying your hair up at all, that's going to stay put. You don't need to worry that as you're styling it, it's going to start lifting. It's really, really incredible cap design with this. Your fully hand tied cap, incredibly, incredibly soft. This hand tied material here, so soft. Now you have adjusters here. These are Velcro adjusters, and as you see, it's just kind of like that. Velcro adjusters, as you pull, it also pulls in this hand tied section, but the way that it's constructed, it's not like it pulls in one bit and you're going to have a lump sitting there because you've tightened it right up. The way this is actually constructed, this whole area kind of comes in slightly. It's very clever, very clever. Ellen Wille, you're a clever woman, and your team are a clever team. And Ellen Wille US, I owe you so many thanks. I never thought I would own a wig like this, ever thought I would be able to own a wig like this. I'm kind of blown away, honestly. When you are looking at the price point for the Emotion hair power, you know, if you look at this wig, you will look at it and you will see it is more expensive than many human hair wigs out there. Now, the shade I have this in, it's called Sandy Blonde Rooted. I'm going to put it back on because I feel kind of awesome when I'm wearing it, and I'm still getting used to seeing myself in blonde hair. This feels lovely. This is a wig you could wear all day long, and even if you get really irritated and hot and blah, weirded out with wigs like I do a lot of the time. I love wigs. I don't feel I have to wear a wig. I wear a wig for me. If I want to wear a wig, I wear a wig because I want to have hair that day. If I want to wear headwear, I have so much gorgeous headwear, I'll wear headwear and I'll go out wearing headwear. I go out like this. I go out bald. You know, that's not for everyone. So if you are somebody who always wears hair or who wants to always have hair on, comfort wise, this is the ultimate 10 out of 10. This is the perfect cap for me. The silicone strips over the hand tied and the lace front. For me now, if I wore a really short wig, like for example the Ellen Wille disc wig, it's really short, it does have a monofilament parting on it. But a wig like that, I'm not overly fussed about having monofilament partings on the short wigs. You know, that's not a big thing. Most wigs though, a monofilament is a kind of must for me, unless it's a really short wig, which I don't actually wear that often, a really short one. I tend to wear kind of chin length is my shortest I tend to go these days. Every so often I will put on a shorter one, but generally monofilament is kind of a must for me. That's just me being fussy. That's not for everybody. Not everybody bothers about that. So there are lots of factors to consider when you're buying a wig. There are factors in regards to cap construction. So buying any wig, there are always factors to consider. Is cap construction an issue with you? Do you want to always see parting? Do you want, yes you do, then you need to go, well you don't need to, but you probably want to go for monofilament. Do you want to be able to change that parting and not just have it fixed to one kind of area? Then you don't just want monofilament parting, you want a monofilament top. Do you want the option of pulling that hair back and it looking very, very natural? What you probably want to go for is a lace front. What you want to decide as well, do you want that to be more sparse, or are you happy with that as it is? I kind of love this as it is. There are ways of changing these things. I'm not going to go into it in this video. However, there are things that you can do. I don't do, but there are things that you can do. If you feel that that's, oh, it's too much hair along the hairline, I personally think that with the new Hair Society collection and with this Pure Power collection, it's perfect the way that Ellen Wille have designed theirs. So we have, whether you want your lace front, whether that matters to you, whether you care about parting or not, whether you then, do you like to have wefts in a wig? Do you need to have wefts so the air can circulate? Do you feel that that's more comfortable for yourself? I don't like that personally. This would, fully hand tied is always my #1 preference because of my total hair loss and my skin. Again, that's not a case of one's better than the other. For me, I just prefer it. I think it's so much nicer that even if I part hair anywhere, you're going to see some skin through. But for me, comfort wise, comfort's a big thing for me, and for me I find that most comfortable. So this is awesome. Now, when you then go into types of hair, you go into, are you wanting synthetic? Do you want synthetic that you can use heat tools on? Or are you not fussed? Do you want something that's going to be so easy to care for? Just your standard synthetic mod acrylic? Do you want synthetic that you can heat style like Kaneko on? Do you want human hair? If you want human hair, do you know about the care of human hair, and do you have that extra time when you're styling? I love human hair. I do. Human hair is just awesome. It's really, really good. I feel longevity is much better with human hair than it is with synthetic wigs. However, you do pay more up front for the human hair, but sometimes it can actually work out more cost effective in the long run. But again, it depends what you're looking for in a wig. Human hair for me, then what you're wanting to think is not just, it doesn't tell you everything if you know like it's human hair. It doesn't really mean much. It's the source of the hair, and also not just the source of the hair, like if the hair's all come from one place, like if it's come from China, for example. Sorry, I'm talking about this, guys, and this is really just a review, but for example, if your hair comes from China, it's a lot thicker than, say, European hair. It will probably be highly processed. However, because it's thicker, they can strip the cuticle, they can highly process it, and it can hold the better condition. You know, but if it came virgin, it's very thick. If you have Indian hair was always really soft, really luxurious. However, even that's kind of changing these days as well, based on diet changes, based on lots of factors. I've learned all this from somebody in the industry because I want to know more about these things so that I can kind of impart that knowledge to you. Then you have things like REMY hair, and REMY hair, the cuticles all running in one direction. On the other hair, like, the cuticles often stripped off. So you then have European hair, which is thinner again, which if it's then overly processed might not always be grand. But if you have virgin hair's never been permed, it's never been dyed, it's never been coloured, it is as it is. So, you know, there are so many types of human hair out there, it could just bamboozle you. Like, do you know, honestly, I've kind of learned a lot about all this stuff. And then once you've got your source of your hair, if the hair is then processed to achieve a specific colour and you're not just having it virgin as it comes, which would be very expensive, if the hair, like, is obviously processed to get the shade you want, it's not just a case of knowing that, oh well, that hair is European so it's going to be good. Is it going to be good? Do you know that? Do you know how it's processed? Do you know how they're going to chemically process that? What are they going to do? What techniques are they going to use? You know, so what I'm saying is that there is so much you can know from the source and the processing of hair. However, you know, generally, like, for example, Ellen Wille US are selling these, well, they make these, this is an Ellen Wille wig, and I have received this from Ellen Wille US. You can buy in the UK as well. Personally, I have a UK seller that I would recommend because I know that her price point is amazing, her service is awesome. It's Alecon's Hair Loss Solutions. I am not paid to say that, I'm not paid to say any of this. This is me trying to impart a wee bit of sharing. It's good to share. People have shared with me and helped me along my journey. I want to kind of do the same. So yeah, Carly Barrett of Alecon's, I'll pop her contact details below. You can get in touch with her. She's a VAT registered business. She's really awesome. And she's a friend, and you will receive the best of the best. She will take time to speak to you and she won't put pressure on for sales. Ellen Wille, they really strive for quality. There are lots of big brands out there. There are lots of brands who do strive for the best, and you know, they want to provide good products. Ellen Wille asked me to, Ellen Wille herself, Ellen Wille US, I was asked by Erin and Robert if I would review products, and I said yes, and I am doing that, and I'm wanting to give an honest opinion, which is why I have already washed this twice to make sure that the silicone is kind of well and good and gone from it. And I was like, oh no, if this hair isn't going to be great, I'm going to be so gutted, and wish that I had waited. However, I wouldn't review something that is not really an honest review. So this is the most luxury hair I've ever worn. And what you do get with Ellen Wille, they make sure that their hair is of quality, and that no matter which one of these emotion wigs you get, whether it's this one that I have in my head, or whether you buy a brown or another blonde or a red or whatever, it's going to be the same quality. And what I can tell you, they have obviously got quality standards and quality assurance people, and everything's all checked. It has to be. There are so many different things that has to meet before it goes out to us, the consumer. And what I would say, cap wise, this is the best cap I've ever worn personally. This is everything I look for in a cap. So if you look for the same things in a cap that I do, and if you have total hair loss, then I would say yes, cap, amazing, amazing, amazing cap. Hair quality, yes, just yes, just yes, just yes. Hair quality is amazing, absolutely awesome. It's fine, but it's luxurious. It is like silk. Honestly, I actually said that to one of my friends the other day. My friend Michelle also has alopecia. There's two Michelles. Yes, I was talking to her the other day and I was like, oh my goodness, wait until you see this hair. And she's been saying to me for ages, try blonde, and I'm like, I kind of want to, but nah, I'm not gonna. And then Erin sent me this and I am just like, yes, amazing. And I said to Michelle when I put this on, I was like, honestly, it's like silk. If you could have a wig that's made of silk but looks like hair, I have it. I have it on my head. I have it on right now. Yeah, I may be a bit mental and crazy, but this wig, guys, it is so amazing. I know my reviews are very long, and I don't know if you guys want me to kind of just like totally cram them down and make them shorter. So quick summary, what I would say: awesome hair, absolutely phenomenal. 10 out of 10 for hair quality for me, 10 out of 10 for, it's not virgin hair, so if you want to go down the fussy route of, well, they've had to dye it to get it this colour, yes, they have dyed it to get it to this shade, so if you want to take points off for that, then it's 9 out of 10 for hair. However, bear in mind, if you want to have a wig that is virgin blonde hair, then you're going to pay a few thousand for that. So yes, so is this overpriced? No, I wouldn't say it is. It's probably not a wig that I would necessarily be able to afford normally. I'm very honoured and privileged that I have been sent this to review and been told that it's complimentary and I can actually keep it. That's kind of blown me away a wee bit, and thank you so much to Ellen Wille US, because you know, that's just amazing. And it's for anybody out there who's thinking about a human hair wig, bear in mind as well, the better the quality of hair, the longer that wig is going to last you. So by going for a wig that you do spend more on, you know, you are paying for that for a reason. You're paying for the quality. The quality is just outstanding. For me, I've never worn anything like this in my life. It is just amazing. I absolutely adore it. I do love it. Would I save up and buy another one? Yes. Yes, I would. Just don't tell my husband. I don't think he'll be watching this anyway. But yeah, actually I would. Laughing and joking aside, yes I would. And now I have this and I will get a good amount of time out of it. I will get much longer out of it than get out synthetic. The quality is so phenomenal. The cap is so comfortable. It does not look like I'm wearing a wig. Everybody who knows me and people who don't know me, anybody who lives round about, everyone knows that I have alopecia. I'm very open about it. Not everybody is, that's just me, that's how I am. So, and if I wear a wig, I want it to look real anyway, whether people know or not. You know, I want to wear something that looks good and I want it to be comfortable, because see, for me, I'm the kind of person that if I go out and I had hair on and it's not comfortable, I'll just go like that and rip it off in the middle of the shop. Now, I don't mind doing that and I don't even think anything of it, but people around me are like, oh my goodness, what happened there? Her hair just come off. So if something's not comfortable, I'll take it off. This is very comfortable, well, to the extent I'm wearing it in my house. Yes, I'm doing a video review, could take it off by now. It's amazing, and yes, I would say it is worth the money. It is a lot of money, but you know, if you're willing to kind of put money by, if you're able to and save up for it, if you're considering this, it is a luxury human hair wig. It is very beautiful. I can't really think of much I would say negative about it. Do you know what? I can't. Some people might say, oh, but look, it's not really got much style to it. I mean, it's just got kind of these layers here at the front. There's nothing else to it style wise. Now what I like about that is that if you want to just keep it as is, it's styled that it has a style and you can just wear it like this to go out. But at the same time, if you want more done to it, you're not going, oh my goodness, I didn't want a side fringe, I didn't want this, I didn't want bangs in it, I didn't want this, I didn't want that. You know, it's you can go and have things done to it and have hair removed, but you don't need to worry that too much hair's taken off. It's very much all below shoulder type length thing. It's really beautiful. It is an average size cap. There's some stretch, like you can bring it in and you can extend it the way that the cap is designed and that the cap is made. If you do take it in, like I have now pulled the Velcro fasteners at the back in, it is not like you're left with a big bulgy bump here. You're not left with a bulgy bump. You're not left with any sort of bulge or bump, or like I had a wig before that when I kind of took it in, it just all over just was not really grand. This kind of pulls in evenly, so I don't have any bumps. Although I have tightened that up, there are no bumps, so it's comfortable. The silicone keeps it adhered to my head. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's really amazing. I like this lace front. Some people like it to be a bit more sparse. As I've said, there are ways of sorting that out if you feel it's too much hair. It's not a perfectly straight line that it's false. I think For me this looks very natural, because for me this is what my hairline, when I had actual biological hair, this was very similar to how my hairline was. I had a fairly straight hairline, a wee bit of bumpiness on it. It's very like my hairline, so for me I like that, and it's easy to make it finer. You can't, it's not easy to make it thicker if you feel it's too sparse and there's not enough hair. And lately I've heard a couple of people mention different brands and different wigs and said, I just feel like as if there's not enough hair there, and when I part it a certain way it looks almost like there's hair missing. You don't have that with this. So it's all very dependent on what you're looking for. It is a top quality wig, it's a high-end wig, it is brilliant. It's brilliant. So Ellen Wille US, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to review this wig, and more than that, thank you so much for your incredible kindness and actually saying that these wigs are complimentary and that I can have them. Regardless of the fact that that's been done for all of you out there watching, I will always be 100% honest. So yes, I can't think of many negatives for this wig, and that's being totally honest. It is being honest. The only thing, I suppose, normally, the only thing is it's expensive. It is expensive. You know, it's not like a wig that you could just go out and go, I'll just buy one. Well, for the majority of us out there, you can't just go, I'm just going to go buy one of them. Oh, actually, I'll get a blonde, I'll get a brown, I'll get a red, I'll get a black, and because I love it. It'd be lovely if we could all do that, but you know, what you're paying for, you are getting value for money. I believe you're getting value for money with this. So if it's a wig that you're considering, I believe it is worth saving up and paying for it, and you will get a good amount of time out it. But it's whether that's achievable or not. It's the only thing that I suppose, if you want me to find a negative, is the price. But the price is the price, and with wigs, sadly, you are getting what you pay for, and sadly there are companies out there that people will go, oh, look at that wig is only £100 or $100 or $150. It's human hair, it's long, it's a fully hand tie cap, it's lace front, it's a full lace wig. Oh my goodness, it's $100, I'm going to get it. And I know that in the UK there are lots of websites that masquerade as though they are UK websites. They will show photos of Ellen Wille wigs, they will show photos of John Reno, of Rennie of Paris, of Dimples, of all these different brands out there, and when you get the wig, it's come from China, it's not come from the UK, and it is nothing like the photo. They have stolen copyrighted photos, and I know quite a lot of friends who have been so vulnerable and thought, I mean, when you first look at wigs, I didn't have a clue what the cost of a wig was. I would have fell over if somebody had said to me, you know, wigs can go up to whatever kind of price. I would have fallen over. But now that I know, I'm like, I understand. And now that I've spoken to somebody who has like 16 years or so, a good friend who's got like 16 years industry experience, who's kind of educated me a lot in the way of how wigs are processed, like the REMY hair, how it's all taken and there's a special wig kind of, the way that they kind of brush it over and over, not brush it, just to have it all processed before it's then hand tied into a cap. The time involved, the workmanship involved, the sheer, oh my goodness, everything that's put into it. And then you've also got the cost of the sourcing it, as well as obviously then the processing. You're paying for what you're getting. So if you can afford to put money by and save up for a really good quality product, then I would definitely recommend it. If you like to wear longer hair, human hair definitely does last a lot longer than synthetic, because you don't have the same kind of static type issue with it. What I would say, always look after your hair and care for your hair the way that it is recommended. So for example, I don't know if it's on this or if it's on the other thing, there's a gorgeous message from Ellen Wille. Look how beautiful she is. If anybody's never seen her, she's pretty stunning. She is. My compliment. Ellen Wille. Yeah, she's awesome. So let me see. You've made the right choice. Yes. Actually, somebody made this choice on behalf of me and totally made the best choice. I love it, and I love the colour, I love everything about it. So this is Sandy Blonde Rooted. This is the Pure Power Emotion. human hair wig. Posing, posing, posing. So yeah, obviously you can use heat appliances on the hair. You can straighten it, you can curl it. Bear in mind that the more you use a heat tool on your human hair wig, then like your own biological hair when you had it, or if you do still have it or whatever, the more you use these heated appliances, the more damage it's going to do. Now, if the cuticle is stripped from your human hair wig and you're constantly exposing to heat, even if the cuticle's intact and it's REMY hair, whatever, if you keep straightening it, you're going to do some damage, and it's not attached into your scalp, so you know your hair, your body can't nourish that hair and condition it, so you need to be very careful. Like for example, there's a wee thing that comes with this, it says do not use a wire brush. What I tend to use all the time is one of these plastic kind of tooth combs on my wigs. I hope this has been okay. I've talked forever. This is phenomenal, this is amazing. Ellen Wille, if you ever happen to come across this video, I just want to tell you that this is brilliant, it's amazing, it's a bit of a game changer. Ellen Wille US, I love you guys. MD in the US, click the link to Ellen Wille down below, to Ellen Wille US. They're a gorgeous team. I will pop on their Instagram, their Facebook link. Anybody who is in the UK, also follow Ellen Wille US and normal Ellen Wille, normal, European, whatever, Deutschland. Guys, thank you for watching another review from me. Feel free to leave me feedback. I'm going to edit this, which is going to take me forever because I've been talking for like an hour. So thank you. Thanks guys, bye! Have a wonderful day, weekend, and I'll be back soon with more wig reviews for you. Thank you. I don't know how to stop the recording. Oh my goodness, what's going, I can't find my help my bob, help my bob. I'm so confused, I can't turn this off. I can't turn it off. How do I turn it off?